Oh yeah, welcome to my world where every night is Halloween and there's no way out. TDM, rest in peace. Step into the madness!
Alright, good evening Doom Nation. I am here tonight. We have a heck of a show for you. We've got Halloween Havoc. The Doom Nation's ready. I'm ready. Roddy the Piper. I'm the Madman. He's rowdy. I'm already a little rowdy. So anyway, I've got guests for you. We've got guests outside, inside. I've got my first guest of the night, none other than the Macho Man, Randy Savage himself.
What's up, brother?
How's it going, Macho Man?
Not too bad.
What do you got planned for tonight?
Oh, tonight for Halloween Havoc, the Macho Man is ready. You dig it? Dig it?
You certainly look ready. I do dig it.
The Macho Man is too hot to handle, too cold to hold. I'm flying so high I can grab a plane right out of the sky. And I don't think I'm going to be coming down for a long period of time, brother. Wow. You dig it?
I can dig it.
The two Doom Men better be ready, because the madness is coming for you. Dig it?
Wow, that was electrifying. I don't know how we topped that, but boy, that was exciting. The Macho Man's ready. I'm certainly ready. I think the fans are ready for Halloween Havoc. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we have even more guests.
It seems that the demons have summoned me from the darkness once more. I have come for one reason. I've come for your souls. Macho Man, you hide behind your colorful getup and false confidence. But deep down we both know you quake with fear. Even now a place is being made for you in my graveyard. I have personally constructed your casket, board by board and nail by nail. And when the lid slams down and the nails are driven home and the dirt falls upon you, only the devil will hear your screams. And you, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the big boss, swaggering around, flailing your arms and flaunting your wealth. You have more money than you could ever dream of, but no amount of money in the world will be enough to save you from eternal damnation. My creatures of the night long to punish you for your sins of pride and greed. When you meet the devil at the gates of hell, he will not accept bribes. He will know that it is the Undertaker who has sent you. There is no hope for salvation. You will burn in eternal damnation in hellfire, and your soul will never rest in peace.
Alright, ladies and gents, quick commercial break. We are back in the pit. Back with more action. We've got more wrestlers for you. And tonight, one of my personal favorites. This guy is a complete madman. It is no one else, none other than Stone Cold Steve Austin himself. Stone Cold! How you doing tonight?
What?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm here tonight
ready.
for Halloween Havoc! And I think the two Doom Men stink like old dirty grandma pussy. Cause tonight, I guarantee you, the two Doom Men and their 3 or 4 subscribers are gonna enjoy the fucking ass whooping I lay down on all those motherfuckers. I'm gonna open up a can of whoop ass on the Macho Man, on the Undertaker, Randy fucking whoever, Roddy fucking pipe my ass,
That's me.
and Vince fucking McMahon lover. I'm gonna fucking kill all you motherfuckers. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Wait! Fuck that! That's the X! Stone Cold says, I'm gonna open up a can of whoop ass! Oh, hell yeah!
And that's that, ladies and gents. I don't know how you top that. Let's get the show on the road.
What?
Hey there, Vince, sitting in your dirty wheelchair. You think last year was bad? This Halloween, Stone Cold
got some surprises up his old Texas sleeve for your old dirty ass. What do you gotta say about that?
Austin, last year at the Halloween special, you took that bottle of Tito's and you violated me. This year at Halloween Havoc, it's you and me, and your ass is on the line. If you lose, you're fired.
Don't do this. Please, don't do this. Let's get him. Don't do it. Man, don't do it. Don't do it. Think of your family.
Vinny, come on, keep it running. Number two. We got Halloween Havoc tonight. We got to get you into shape. Keep on going. Number 2. Think of Austin, baby. Think of Austin. Come on, Vinny. Think of Austin. Who's number 2? You need endurance. Let's go, Vinny. Come on, baby. Catch up. Keep up. This isn't going to be easy. Think of Austin. Come on, Vinny, we gotta get you strong. Number 2, think of Austin. Come on, Vinny, think of Austin. You got this. Halloween Havoc tonight. You're gonna destroy Austin. This is how you do it, Vinny. This is how you beat Austin, by catching the chicken.
I'm the co-host of a 30-subscriber podcast. I can't be chasing chickens.
Doesn't matter, we need you to be fast. Greasy, fast lightning. That's how you beat Austin. That's how you beat him. Vinny Mac. Come on, Vinny Mac. Austin 316. Let's see what you got. Beat that meat. Come on. Tenderize it. Show Austin what you got. Austin 316. Number 2. Halloween Havoc's tonight. Come on, Vinny. Two more. You got this. Austin 316. Two more. There we go. Last one. Talking about, Vinny. That's what I'm talking about. Look at you. Ready for Austin.
Austin, I'm coming for you at Halloween Havoc.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a liftoff.
All right, Doomed Nation, welcome to Halloween Havoc. It is Vince McMahon here, and we have a very special lineup of wrestlers tonight on the Two Doomed Men podcast. And I am going to start by introducing my co-host for the night, Macho Man Randy Savage.
What's up, brother?
Macho Man. Macho Man, thanks for coming. How you doing?
Oh, yeah. I'm doing good, Vince. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold.
I hope you're excited for tonight because we have a lot of drinks to drink and a lot of wrestlers to bring out.
Halloween Havoc's my world. Who do we got next?
I don't know. Who do we got next? Macho Man.
We got Rhea Ripley.
This is my brutality! I eat sleep, the demons in your dreams. I eat sleep,
Can't be doing a WWE podcast with some of our new talent.
The top women's WWE superstar.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
All right. Who's up next, Macho Man?
Rowdy Piper! Grab a chair, big. He's got a chair!
He's got a chair! All right. Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper, not one of my, I don't remember Roddy Piper as much.
He was
as
a
other
bit
wrestlers.
before our time, WCW guy.
He must have been.
Now, from Death Valley, The Undertaker.
Wow.
Terrifying.
Terrifying. The suspense. Well done, boys. Well done. I have to admit. Well done. All right. That's everybody, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's everybody. Let's get the show on the road. Skaggs, since it's a special, why don't you open up the show?
Oh, man. I don't know. Welcome to Halloween Havoc. I am your host, Skaggs, or a.k.a. Vince McMahon, and we are here with Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yes, we are. And I guess we're not doing the fun opening that we had planned, so we'll just get into it.
Yeah,
Luch,
sure.
if you want to come on in, pal. All right, well, Doom Nation, welcome.
What?
Welcome, Doom Nation. You are here joining us for our Halloween special, a.k.a. Halloween Havoc. What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
All right, we pulled it off. Let's just do a podcast now.
Yeah,
that was a
way
lot
too
of
much
work,
work.
but we did it. We made it. We're here. Finally. Let's do this. Why don't you pull that chair over there, Danny Mac, like I said before. Pull that chair over there. Stone Cold, you could grab that chair. You could sit down like a normal human being, so your back of your fucking head isn't in the camera there.
It's a beautiful head.
And then Sting here. That's all right.
Sting's baseball bat.
Sting's baseball bat.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a drink.
Wow, that was loud on camera.
What a great bat, by the way. Let's just bat appreciation.
Oh, that's our bat from back in the day.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
this is like a teenager
Mutant Ninja
Pelham
Turtles.
Bay
Yeah.
Teenage Ninja Turtle baseball bat.
It's supposed to be black.
It's very cool.
I don't understand how these sunglasses are getting so hot. Well, it's
Are they?
cold outside. They're fogging up on me.
Yeah.
You're hot. Look at me.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Felt hat, full wig.
I gotta say, for anybody who watched last year's Halloween episode where we did Lord of the Drink,
Where's Stone Cold sitting?
Right there.
right there, pal.
Danny, back up a little bit. So you're too close to the camera here. Sorry, folks. So a little bit of a... After all the planned stuff, now we're just
Yeah.
completely winging
Yes.
this part of the
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
All the skits that you guys watched before this
Yeah, back up more,
went
more.
into a lot of work, and now it's drink time and podcast time.
Guys could have done better than this for the fucking WWE champion.
It's a WCW level production.
Yeah, that's maybe TNA or something, OVW.
I feel like AEW champion.
But
right now.
shout out to Big Mark down there, man. We need to. I think you should get up maybe and model your costume a little bit because you showed me some like intricate.
Look down.
So last year, for anybody who watched the Halloween episode, he was Gimli, and that costume was so like accurate that he basically sweated his ass off and passed out at the bar.
There you go.
Almost as good as Gandalf.
You had
So,
the
Mark-
easiest fucking costume, please.
The most memorable, too.
What went into making this costume?
Into
for
this
you?
one, the hat was bought.
What did Granny do?
Jacket was bought. I lined the jacket with purple material.
Purple Rain.
The gloves and the tie is WWE. They didn't have the hat, unfortunately. I put ribbon on the hat. I made these are called spats. I made these. I sewed the buttons on.
What?
Boots. My wife's maternity
I was gonna say,
pants.
tell him about the pants, bro. That's the big. That's the big one.
Well, I was like, I don't wear spandex. I don't have anything tight. But, he wears tights. So my wife's like, I have some big maternity pants that don't fit me yet. I'm like, yep, they'll fit me.
Oh, so she didn't even wear them yet.
No,
Oh
it's
my
a big
god.
part. I'm the
I
pregnant
can't
one in
wait
the
for you to
family.
have a child.
Wow.
It'll be like your daddy wore your mom's pants.
Steph, these pants are going out on a Halloween podcast night before you even put them on.
Yeah. Maybe throw them out.
Pants are gonna
But you
see
know
a lot
what?
tonight.
Steph's 4 months, Mark's 8.
The Macho Man wears tights.
Yeah, I'm glad you joined me with the tights. At least I'm not the only one.
At least Mark fills his in.
Yeah.
What?
Small piece. It's fucking pushed inside me right now.
Fucking tiny rattlesnake.
Speaking of sweating, this has got to come off now.
Yeah. One of the things always about the Halloween specials is like the clothes are so hot. Let's just leave the doors open
Yeah.
tonight. It's nice and chilly out there. It's
Our-
been really warm lately. So
Our best costume had to have been Cheech and Chong because you wore a tank top and I wore
Yes,
a Hawaiian
just
shirt,
clothes.
and
Yeah.
we were done.
Well, Roddy Piper's got the kilt on, so
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm gonna. Be
I gotta
honest
say,
with
I'm
you.
jealous.
I'm feeling good.
There's the whole trans community, and we don't need to worry about that. But if I could wear a skirt on a hot summer day,
You could.
no
could.
question.
You could.
No
What?
question.
Why
Is
not?
it trans?
You could.
Yeah, I can.
yeah, now. Yeah.
Nothing to
Yeah.
do with being
You guys
trans,
turn me
you
into
know?
stone
It
warm
literally has nothing
tonight.
to do with that. You just put clothes on.
Yeah, you put
Yeah.
Clothes are clothes.
put a kilt on,
I
dude.
mean, as exposed as my chest is right now, I am pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I could probably go hunting with you in this. I'm pretty warm right now with this coat alone.
All right, well, I know what we're doing after the bar.
Yeah. Luch, what'd you call yourself before? Stone Cold Creamery or something like that? Yeah.
So, Stone Cold
Put on a few pounds.
has not been wrestling for the last 10 years. So he is now
Bring the mic in.
officially
Bring the mic in.
Stone Cold Creamery.
Yeah. Make sure
Oh,
you're
I'm
actually
sorry.
talking to the mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
What? What?
Well, you have Broken Skull podcast, man. You should know what you're doing.
Well, that is an alter ego who pretends to be me, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I am officially Stone Cold Creamery Austin. Been putting on a few pounds the last decade or so.
Drinking all those Broken Skull IPAs.
Yeah, those IPAs
Yeah,
will
well,
get you. I'll give you a
Between
belly.
that, been eating some ice cream, eating some ass. Shit happens, you know.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Such a
high
hard
calorie,
life.
high
La-dee-da.
caloric.
Dita. Turns out you can't lose weight eating ass.
And we do have a special guest coming tonight. At some point, there's a very big superstar that is going to join us.
That'll be interesting, without a doubt. Real quick,
Stone
can we
Cold's
fix
already
that
here.
camera? Just
Don't know who could beat him.
Sorry. Daddy-O, cameraman. Sting the cameraman. Folks, we got Sting here, by the way, tonight, folks. See if he gets him on
You
camera.
know, it
There he
kind of
is.
sucks because Sting had awesome entrance music.
He did, yeah. But
Right?
somebody's
And-
got to be the cameraman.
And
Let's
he
get
would
that-
come
Yeah.
down from the rafters
Yep.
and stuff.
There you
Couldn't
go.
afford
There
to
you
cut
go.
a hole in the man
Turn it
cave
up,
roof.
Turn it up just a little bit. There you go. Perfect. That's good. There we go. Now we can see everybody.
Thanks a lot, Stank.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to talk about tonight, man? We put so much effort into the
we didn't even
promos
think
and
about
things.
what we're gonna
We didn't
talk
put
about.
any effort into planning what we're going to talk about tonight. I did think one of the things we talk about, perhaps, is the Mr. McMahon documentary.
Yes.
Which I only got to watch the first 2 episodes, but they were something special. The first 2.
It's very
I
good.
give it that
Yeah,
one.
it's very
Figure we'd be at
Yeah.
the bar by now.
We should be. We're missing the Dudley boys here tonight. They,
What?
Well, they're coming. I think the Dudley boys were out last night watching the Yankees game. As
You
we
mean
know,
getting blackout drunk during the Yankees game?
They were watching it. They were just.
They also had to wake up at 6 a.m. to cut 16 lawns.
the Dudley boys got to make a living, boys. All right? Who are we to judge them? But
Trill,
yeah, they're coming. They're
kick the
coming.
mower.
But yeah, the McMahon special is really good.
I think maybe 1 or 2 episodes left.
Yeah, I'm like 30 minutes through the first one, so I'm way behind.
But, really.
Okay. I'm
What?
almost done with it, and
Yeah.
just from an
I'm very
outside,
behind. I still gotta watch like episode 1.
I don't know wrestling as good at the history, the lore, as a lot of
yeah.
you guys. So I'll just give my 2 cents. It's really cool to see the chronological order of how it came to be what it is today.
So
even through like
yeah.
the 2nd, 3rd episode, I was like, how did Vince wind up taking over? And then you get to
Right.
see it. And I'm like,
That is
wow.
Bought it from his father on a deal.
So let's get a background
That, yes.
established. So people like me, maybe a few other people here, we watched the Attitude Era from
96 to 2010.
9-10 years old,
Yeah.
maybe even lower.
Sure.
Like I remember being like 8 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and Mae Young, the dirtiest, oldest, disgusting most woman, flashing her boobs on a pay-per-view, and my dad walking into the living room watching me replay it on a DVR. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, boob.
Boobs are boob when you're a young man.
That
Old
was
saggy boob, still
Yeah.
a boob.
that was
Boob is-
the-
a
that
boob
was
is a
always
boob.
Still counts.
But at the same time, the Attitude Era is something that'll never
Yeah.
exist again.
Yeah.
I watched, they used to call it HLA, Hot Lesbian Action. They used to have this on Monday Night Raw, like a network that was not rated R, rated whatever. There was no such thing as ratings back then. So we were watching something unfold that'll never happen again.
Yeah.
And
Bra and panties matches.
Bra and panty matches.
Puppies.
Puppies!
Pillowcase matches, whatever they used to call them. They had this guy, one guy dedicated to being a friggin' horny perv. The King, Jerry the King
Yeah.
Lawler, Jimmy the King, Sherman Williams Lawler. He used to call these matches, and his one job was to be when a hot woman came out, be like,
Yeah. Puppies!
puppies! He would flip out. That was his only job.
I mean, when Trish Stratus started, her gimmick, her original story was she was
A whore.
Vince McMahon's side piece, but wasn't
Right.
really the side piece. She was
Right.
taking, and at the
Right.
time, Linda McMahon was stricken to a wheelchair and
Yeah.
pumped up on drugs,
Yep.
and just literally sat there like a mummy and watched Vince McMahon make out with. Just so happens to be the hottest girl in WWE.
Right.
Like
Pretty
this
hot.
is where all this
There
sexual
was
abuse
one
comes
scene
from.
in the WWE Attitude Era, WWF at the time, where there was a wrestler called Val Venus.
Yeah.
He was
Yes.
basically a porn star.
Yes.
That was his character.
Yeah.
There was a scene where they cut, and there was a woman on her knees giving him fellatio, but they couldn't say it obviously. And he gets up and he goes, "Are you done working out that muscle, dear?" And she pops up. She's got like her makeup running. She's like, "I'm almost done. I just gotta work out a few more kinks." And then she gets back on her knees and goes to Pound Town on his wiener.
we will never see that again.
No.
Well, you know what? With it coming to Netflix now, we might.
Doesn't
see,
matter.
I don't think we're
not
going to see stuff like that, but
we're gonna
I think we're
see-
going to get cursing.
We're gonna
and,
see cursing, blood. You know,
we're really going to get away
graphic
from the
scenes,
PGA.
but we're
PG
never
era.
ever gonna see
PGA.
porn like we saw when we were
Or that
old enough to wish we could watch porn.
Yeah.
Or that just is so not politically correct, like so heavily not politically.
I mean, there was
correct
that
at
one
the time.
scene. It wasn't even like a pay-per-view. Sable came out, and the dude that she would like be the manager of, like the whole gimmick was she was more popular than the dude.
Right.
And the dude was jealous, and everybody remembers Sable. Nobody remembers this guy.
Mark Miro.
Was that his name? Was that his name?
I believe
Yeah.
this guy.
He was
He's
terrible.
smart.
Yeah,
Mark's
and
no
he never
Mark.
went
He didn't
anywhere.
come into a graduation
But
song.
Sable
He's
is
smart.
what became huge, and in just one random Monday night, she took her shirt off and had nothing on.
But little stickies.
Dude, like just
Yep.
handprints.
No, they were literally
Yeah.
little stickies that were handprints. Like, you know that thing you used to like throw on the wall to catch a letter?
I love that.
She
thing.
had those on her nipples.
Yeah,
that thing. Was
Literally.
So cool.
yeah. And then
100%.
and then a year later, she sued Vince McMahon for sexual harassment. Won the case, got rehired,
And now she's dead.
Yeah, now she's married to Brock Lesnar.
Is she
Oh,
really?
yeah, Sable, yeah. She's married to Brock Lesnar.
One of the things about the documentary, I agree with you. It was cool to see like the timeline of how there was just wrestling everywhere, like different little leagues in each town, and it was not anything
And
near.
WWE did shit on it.
Yeah, and it was like not made for families. It was like dudes just drinking beer and
There
showing
was
up
only
on Friday
one show
night.
that gave him a little problem. It was WCW, and eventually Vince just opened up the gates and was like, you know what, I own you.
It
You
was
guys-
a
you
thing
want
whose time came.
Crazy
you know?
wrestling story. So the guy who introduced Skaggs and I, Rob, my old neighbor, your friend from high school, Rob used to live a house down from me.
Frangelo packs?
Yes. And he, back in the day, had this awesome Firebird. And we would drive it like we stole it.
Yeah, I spit on it a few
Drifting.
times.
Yeah, I heard he would get nuts over that. Drifting, doing burnouts, all this stuff. So here we are in our little suburban neighborhood one night in a huge V8 Firebird. The idea was we were going to fly down this one road, do a 90 degree drift, fly down the next road, and it kind of like made this like loop up a hill.
Yep.
And since it was upward, he could like fishtail it and burn the
This is when
tires.
you still lived on that cul-de-sac, right?
Yeah, but this was all the way up the street from where both of us lived.
Okay.
And so we nail the first turn and we drift. We're going for the second turn. He overpowers it, does a 180. We're like, shit, we got to get out of here. And he flies down the road. All of a sudden, this big pickup truck is right on our ass. He's got a fast car. This pickup truck is on us. And he's like, this has got to be a cop or something. Like, we're cooked. We got, for whatever reason, we don't run. We pull over. Guy gets out of the car. Rob rolls down the window. And in sticks this fat head in a suit. He's got a WWE lanyard and a WWE hat on. It's Paul fucking Heyman. Roman Reigns' manager, Brock Lesnar's manager, the original owner of ECW, the GM of ECW that basically became like the farm league for WWE. A lot of guys went through. Stone Cold went through ECW.
Yeah.
A bunch of people went through ECW. And this guy is yelling at us. And Rob looks at me and I look at him and we just go, "You're Paul Heyman." And he knew like the jig was up. He couldn't yell at us anymore because we knew he was famous.
Yeah.
And like then he was super cool. He was like, I had a 69 Camaro, but I didn't do this in my neighborhood. You guys are idiots. And we were just starstruck that this guy lived up the street from me my entire life. And the best part is we go back home. He tells his father, doesn't care. We go into my house. I go, "Dad, you're not going to, this wrestler manager, he lives up the street." And my dad's like, "What's his name?" "Paul Heyman." And he's like, "What does he look like?" We're like, "This fat guy." He's like, "You mean Paulie's famous?" He goes, "My father's known him for years."
Just a guy.
And he used to walk the dog in the neighborhood and talk to everybody, like the old school Italian he is. He was the mayor of the neighborhood. And he knew this fat guy with a ponytail as Paulie for years. Wow. Had no idea he was famous.
Is he Paul Bearer too?
No,
I always used to think he was talking about Paul Bearer.
No,
he's
Paul
told,
Heyman
he's
is-
told me the
Paul
story
Heyman.
a million times. Yeah.
Just shows you how poor Paul Heyman really was in the long run.
Yeah.
Living on fucking Chris's Street in Yonkers.
Do you know what happened to his marriage? His wife cheated on him.
With you.
No. You know what? It would have been
awesome.
With
it would have
Macho
been a
Man.
step up. It would have been a step up. She cheated on him I believe with the janitor from their children's school.
What?
Wow. Also a step up from the captain. So
Still stepping up. We're still on an upward
Yeah.
trajectory.
Yeah.
The epitome of get.
In terms of
I mean, you could have said Hitler, and we'd be on an upward trajectory.
Yeah, but then everybody will think it's Trump, so you can't really say that now.
I would-
And then you know what?
I
Trump
would
gets
rather
to.
fuck Hitler,
Exactly.
Hitler, Trump, than Cap.
That's fine.
yeah, kill, fuck, or marry. Yeah.
Marry Trump, kill Cap, best friend ever.
We're joking, YouTube. We are joking. It's all good fun. I will say.
At your ass.
I will say that something about the Attitude Era was definitely never be.
It's rare.
It'll never happen again.
It's not.
One
Don't
of my
expect it.
No, one of my
It's like-
biggest criticisms. Well, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, just to throw it out there, nothing to do with wrestling, but it's like they said, if The Office came back to modern TV this day,
Yeah.
it would be canceled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you think
Same
so?
thing
Even
with
the Office.
WWE Attitude
Yeah.
Era.
Oh
They
yeah.
cross the line
Imagine,
so often.
imagine The Office doing the jokes they did 10 years ago, whatever, 15 years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah, it's wild.
This day, imagine WWE coming in and promoting lesbians,
Degrading
whatever,
women, yeah.
whatever,
Tried to
degrading
cancel
women,
Friends.
whatever. It would not fly.
Yeah,
ever.
You know, the younger generation
Ever.
discovered Friends.
The
So,
younger generation.
you know, they,
Alpha
you know,
X.
do you
jokes
want?
don't hit the same.
The McAllen.
Well, they need
blocking
actually
Yeah,
hit
I want
and
Brian's phone.
They go to sleep.
They also tried to cancel Eminem, so, you know,
Yeah, Eminem could be
Good try,
canceled right
probably.
now, and I wouldn't give a fuck.
No, but speaking of Eminem,
It didn't work.
Yeah.
Attitude Era. It's crazy. Our
Forget. Yeah,
nephew-
don't ever praise Eminem, please.
No, trust me, I know. Where
Yeah,
you're going with this.
he's a camel fucking
Yes.
retard.
Yeah, but you know, the Attitude Era is amazing since our nephew, who wasn't even an inkling of a thought,
Yeah.
wrestling is in his veins. Loves nothing more. Attitude Era is the best thing. You could just catch him off guard. What's the best Attitude Era? Who's his favorite? Rey Mysterio.
What?
Not Austin.
Say that again louder.
Who's your favorite kid? Stone fuck.
Again,
You could
again,
say-
you could
Yeah,
curse.
we're
It's
a
fine.
few minutes
Yeah.
in now.
You're already
we're
you're
good.
already praising Hitler or whatever.
say.
Invoking. You were invoking Hitler.
Yeah.
Listen, they tried to censor me like Kamala tonight. I am not gonna stop cursing the rest of the night. What?
Well, I think the Attitude Era, right? It encapsulates the 90s.
Yes.
Right? The white rage, the
Yes.
Woodstock.
Yes.
Yes.
The, you know,
Yes.
like just boobs and like
And
the
Vince
white men
McMahon knew
going
it,
crazy.
and he
Yes.
played to
He
it.
did.
And
Well,
he-
that was
like a fiddle.
He made it famous knowing
Yeah.
Yeah.
that no one else was putting out content like that. And he said,
Yeah.
you know what, tonight you're going to put your ass in my face on live TV.
Yeah.
And we are going to get 5 million views.
Yep.
He said, you know what, tonight, Stone Cold, you're going to run me over with a tractor. And you're going to get 5 million views. He said, you know
Dude.
what, tonight, Trish Stratus,
You're
gonna,
taking your clothes
you're gonna
off.
be under my bed sheets. And, oh, Lita, you know what, you're going to bang this other guy.
Forgot
but
about her.
accidentally, your boob's going to slip out on live TV. And we are going to get 10 million views. And I'll pay you $1 million for this. Don't worry about it. And he knew exactly
Yeah.
what he was doing.
Well, what I'm happy is
Vince McMahon is the #1 puppet master in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
entire world.
Good way to
Because
put it.
he-
I will not put anyone above him.
If you watch-
he is a puppet master.
Also, one of the greatest
that built-
villains of all time,
that
of
bu-
anything.
He built a company.
Built a world.
From like maybe popular to the most popular
Yeah.
thing right now that's still going.
Well, they
30
say,
years later.
They say he has such issues with control, and he's such a control freak,
Right.
that living in the real world for him is not an option.
Sorry.
He needed to make his
I didn't
own
mean to- I didn't mean
world
to cut you
so
off,
he
JJ.
could be God and he could be in control
Right.
of the entire world.
Yeah.
And that's the world he lives in.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah.
If I was his employee, be in control.
Yeah.
Because you are making us money. He did not stop for a second since he owned that company. He grew it.
Yeah.
He bought
Oh,
the
yeah.
company for $1 million.
Yeah.
And now it's worth, I think he sold
Billion.
it, what,
He-
like
when
$7
he-
billion
when
or
he
something he
left-
sold it for?
Couple
When he
billion.
left,
Yeah.
I think his share was like $9 billion.
It was an insane amount. And he was carried out like in cuffs.
Yeah.
And he still made like $9
Because he's the
billion.
best villain of all
Yes.
time. He always comes back.
100%.
Yeah.
He was like,
Even in the real world, like it's not
Yes.
fake. It's not even fake.
he was
He's
like Lex
a
Luthor
legit
getting
villain.
carried
You know,
out
he's-
and getting paid more than anyone
He's
in the world.
actually, now that he's like unemployed, like there's rumblings and rumors that
He's
like,
trying to start his own company.
he's going to start
Yeah.
another
Really?
wrestling company.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's old though now,
Yeah.
man. He doesn't look good either. He
Yeah.
looks banged
He looks
up.
odd, yeah.
Keep on the
Yeah.
lookout, WWG. is coming up.
All right.
Where he poops
So,
on people's
so,
heads.
so Shane, how much did you ever really watch wrestling or no? Not really, because see, Shane is Rhea Ripley, who's pretty popular now, like
Rhea.
one of Rhea Ripley, whatever.
I
She's really.
discovered her on TikTok, and I just thought she was really hot.
I discovered it on Pornhub.
So do
She
we
does
all.
stink face now.
That's why she's so popular. That's one of the
Kid.
reasons. But we watched it at.
She's super talented.
Yeah,
Give her
yeah,
that.
yeah. We watched it at
Not-
like one
not-
of the.
Not Shane. Rhea.
Yeah, not me.
We watched it at like one of our Thanksgiving things, and like wrestling was just on, and I was like, my goodness, like to me, everyone kind of looked almost exactly the same. Like there was nothing. I don't know. Like
Yeah, she's
the
got her own-
Undertaker has such a vibe about him compared to Stone Cold
Right.
and Roddy Piper and Sting and
Originality.
you know this guy over here.
This guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Vince himself, right? But
Macho Man.
nowadays, I don't know. They just all kind of look like
Look the
cookie
same.
cutter,
Yeah.
Gimmicks are
similar
so
vibes.
bad.
I mean, you got.
It's leotards, or they're trying to be the Undertaker.
But-
That's
but
all the
you
gimmicks.
have-
It's like
basically.
leather.
But you have Io
spikes,
Sky who
black
dances
eyeliner.
in a trash can, leaping, and
Listen,
I don't watch it enough to know. I could
I'll
be
give
wrong.
them credit for someone who watches still. The women have much more creative talent
They
than the
do.
men. The
I
men
would agree
all
with
are
that.
trying to become someone who they weren't. So LA Knight, who is a very popular person, thinks he's Stone Cold right now. He tries to be Stone Cold.
Yeah, tries
he
to
thinks
be
he
an
is Stone
anti-hero.
Cold. He
Can't be
does,
Stone
you know, all Stone Cold. Kevin Owens does a stunner
Yeah.
for his finish. But all these
Oh,
women.
ew.
Actually,
Yeah,
like
somebody else is doing the stunner.
Correct.
Ew.
And
I don't like
I'll
that.
give Kevin Owens
asked
credit.
him
He
first.
asked Stone Cold
Okay.
for
Oh, you got
permission
permission.
to do the stunner. But
still though.
all these women are trying to make their own path. So instead of doing
Well,
porn and OnlyFans,
I
they're
think-
doing
I think they have to.
WWE.
I think they have to.
What do they have to do?
They
Porn?
have no.
OnlyFans.
They could do that. That's the easy way. I'm saying the women have to blaze their own path because there hasn't been any
Right.
precursor set where they
Right.
can emulate that
Right.
and say, "Hey,
'Cause
this
there's
is what
no
we're gonna follow."
elite
That's why
woman-
it's fresh and
there's
exciting.
there's no elite woman who has stamped her.
They never had the chance, even right?
No, they
Because
have.
back in
Her
the day-
mushroom stamp?
Back in the day, they were
What did
just
Vince
sex
do?
objects.
What did
yeah.
Vince do? He's
They
like,
have, but
took Trish Stratus.
a lot of them
and he's like,
haven't
"Hey,
been able to be like that.
drug my wife."
That Hall of Fame,
It's
Hall of
insane.
Fame
Yeah.
status
It's
woman
insane.
that they should have been.
Yeah.
There's a few exceptions, like the ones who like made it all the way, like Mae
Trish,
Young,
Lita,
Trish,
yeah,
Lita.
Chyna.
They just
about
China only because she died. Like if she didn't die, she'd be nothing right now.
She was the only woman
yeah,
to
but
ever hold the Intercontinental Championship.
no, yeah, but she also like burned her bridges with
Yeah.
WWE,
And
so
then started
they
doing
wanted
porn.
nothing to do with her. She did porn. Like once you do porn, WWE
Yeah.
wants nothing to do with you. So if she didn't die, she would have never got her recognition.
Yeah.
Like if she was still alive, they'd be like, no, she's a porn star. Fuck her. But
It's a good point.
she died, so she got her recognition.
That's a good point too.
And-
Given all the
and-
scandals
right.
WWE had,
Right.
if they're like, "Oh no, you did porn, now you're out."
Right,
Like,
but
How
but
judgmental!
Yeah,
Like,
right,
if
yeah.
she
Throwing
wasn't,
stones in the
if
glass
she,
house.
Them money.
if she wasn't one of the horsemen for Triple H, who was Vince McMahon's son-in-law, who basically owns the company now, she would have been no one.
Yeah.
If she
Yeah, she was
wasn't
part of, like, DX,
that
wasn't she?
person of DX, she'd be no one. So say Lita bounced off and did porn.
Yeah.
I guarantee you wouldn't remember her name right now. But because it was Chyna, who was Triple H's like, whatever.
Oh, they protected her
They
in a sense,
protected her.
kind of, or they
She
gave
was
her.
part of the
100%.
clique.
100%.
Was this in the McMahon documentary, or is this like a Luch
No, this is the
documentary?
Luch documentary.
This is the Luch
This is the
documentary.
Stone Cold
Yeah.
document. What?
Yeah.
This is, say Mandy Rose, right? She started doing
Yeah.
OnlyFans. She's forgotten.
Who's the little white chick that banged Xavier Woods and then all her nudes got leaked?
Paige.
Yes.
So now she's in AEW.
Yeah.
Still very popular in my bank because I beat off to her.
Stone Cold getting deep.
But, get back to my old point. If
Yeah, what was it?
Mandy Rose was Triple H's whatever, sister-in-law, whatever the case may be, and she did that porn or she did OnlyFans, she wouldn't have got kicked out of WWE. She would have still been a top competitor. But because they went off the written path, they're done.
Yeah.
If you mess around with Vince, you're gone.
There's some people.
Well, that's
who
in the
despise Vince.
documentary.
Yeah.
Yo,
right?
100%.
You cross Vince.
How many
right?
people has he
The
buried?
Puppet master.
How many people
And
has
you're-
Vince buried?
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
man.
you're done.
Yeah.
He used to
You
get
cross
upset
me,
if you
you're
screwed
done.
up the gimmick. Like Undertaker started with no tattoos,
Right.
and he didn't
Undertaker
ask
was
permission.
no
Yeah.
one
And it's
before
the
Vince.
Undertaker. You think
Same
he's
thing happened to
perfect
Randy
with
Orton.
tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he got his tattoos, Vince went fucking ballistic.
He got pissed
Yeah.
off.
How dare you not tell me this is your gimmick? You're ruining the character.
Damn.
Right. Even Kane. Take for Kane example.
I was about to say.
Kane was a dentist in WWE.
He had the worst gimmicks
before
his
he
Kane
was Kane.
gimmick.
He was
He went
literally
through,
a
like, 10 of
dentist.
them.
He pulled
Yeah.
people's
He went
teeth
through a lot
out
of changes.
on live TV.
That's actually
Then
terrifying.
they found
though.
his stick, and he was very popular. Like one of
He
the most
fought
popular guys.
Undertaker as a different
Right.
gimmick, and Undertaker was
Right.
like,
That's
"You need
that's
this
where
guy."
I
They found a
remember.
spot for
He
him.
wasn't
That's
always
where I
his brother.
remember
Eventually
wrestling
Kane
starting
was
for
his
me.
brother.
The whole promos of like Undertaker with Paul Heyman. You have a brother.
I don't remember when I jumped in. It was definitely around the Stone
How about,
Cold
like,
Vince beef.
Two great things with wrestling, right? And because you guys will be able to relate, and you and I, maybe this is where we got into it. First off, it was really fun to get the wrestling action figures in the ring
Yes.
and like slingshot them.
Yeah.
And then second off, the games.
Yeah,
at least
they
for
were
me,
so much
the
fun.
N64
The video
games,
games were insane.
like were insane. They were so much fun, and like you could just
SmackDown. Yeah.
SmackDown, WCW versus
Wait,
NWO Revenge.
once
that
PS
one I
once
remember.
PS2 started, all that
But
shit,
dude, even
PS1,
before that, there
yeah.
was
No, I
N64
know.
ones.
No,
Yeah.
but like
They
I
were
was
nuts.
at Ant's house,
So
like
good.
what last summer? Me, him, his son. We were literally playing on the N64. I was the
Which
I was
one?
The character.
One of the like
The
maybe.
WWF. Which one?
I think it was WCW.
Warzone?
Nitro.
I can't. I don't
Those
know.
were
Warzone or WCW Nitro?
The cartridge was black. It
It was
was
the,
that.
that might have been
WCW
Nitro.
versus NWO.
I think so. But
Revenge was
Skaggs made a
crazy.
character.
Some
I was
really good
him.
ones.
Ant made a character. We were just custom characters they
That's
made as
sick.
a kid.
So much fun,
But
man.
It was literally the best game ever.
Oh, was my character still in there?
Yeah, the
That's
one with the blue
awesome.
hair was- yeah, I was a
Wow,
character,
that's
dude.
cool.
Because back then
those
stuff
things never die,
saved
buddy.
on
And
the
I
Nitro.
whooped
Yeah.
Ant's son's
things
ass
never
with your
die.
character.
Nice, yeah.
With your all-out stats.
I used to love, man. I don't know. Stone Cold and Vince's beef was so relatable. to
Iconic.
people. But now we were just
Iconic.
kids, right? So
Yeah.
it was cool, like the rebel guy beating up like the corporate dude.
Yeah.
But a lot of people like just resonated with them because it was like everyone's boss.
Yeah, you wanna
right,
beat 'em
like,
up.
and everyone was like the beer drinking, redneck sort of
blue-collar
dude,
guy, yeah.
blue collar dude, right? And
ice in
every
the
week
freezer.
you probably had a miserable job back in the day, and you
Making
couldn't,
$6
you
an hour.
hated your boss, but then every week Stone Cold bailed you out because
Yep.
you got to like live vicariously
Yeah.
through him
Did-
as he get to beat the shit out of his.
I always wondered if I had a problem with authority throughout my whole life from watching.
Yeah, it could
too much.
be. Yeah, it was ingrained
Just,
in
yeah,
us.
just watching
But-
Stone Cold.
You
This
do,
is-
but they also have a problem with you.
This is this
It's
is
a problem. You
where
both have a problem with each
this
other.
is where I give Vince McMahon #1 credit, right? So we're gonna have this crazy WWF whatever, but you know what? It's gonna revolve around me.
Yeah.
Literally.
Or he was just gonna make himself the bad guy.
Who
though,
was
too.
the main attraction every week?
Yeah, him and Vince.
Him and Vince, right?
Well, yeah.
So Stone Cold needs an enemy. Okay, we'll put him against the Undertaker. No, we'll put him against Vince McMahon.
Right.
Yeah.
It works
I am
better.
gonna
though,
be
yeah.
his enemy. I can't wrestle worth a lick. I can't act. I can't do this, that, or the other thing.
That made it
I
even
am
better.
the enemy of Stone Cold, and he knew Stone Cold was his golden fucking satchel. So he rode that into infinity.
And he was never
Literally.
afraid to make himself
Right.
look like an absolute fucking
Right,
fool.
Yeah.
right.
I
Stone
give him
Cold.
credit.
You wanna Stone Cold stunner me?
Yeah,
and eat me out on live TV. No problem.
Well,
We're gonna
in,
make
in the
money.
documentary, he
We're
makes it
gonna
very
make
clear.
money.
He's like, when it comes to the business, he's like, everything's off the table. He's
Yeah.
like, I am willing, to do whatever it takes
Sure.
to promote this business. Somebody even said he's like, Vince has had one monogamous relationship his entire life.
Yeah.
Him and his company.
You know what?
Yeah.
He's like the ultimate guy he's like the ultimate case of self-depreciating humor.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon, right? He literally made absolute fool of himself every week. Stone Cold
Yeah.
made a fool of
Ju-
him.
just for-
Over and
just
over
for the
and
business,
over,
yeah.
right? And he just sat there and took it because he knew it worked. As the guy
Yeah.
in charge, the CEO.
Literally.
Confidence. He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
confident man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a confident man.
Literally.
He knew,
Not
he knew
saying-
how it worked because
He's
if
got his
somebody
scandals. But I'm
if,
just saying,
if
he's a
somebody
confident
sued
businessman.
him, if somebody sued him in real life and that made headline news, afterwards he'd have no problem having that person come on.
Yeah.
Because the controversy from the courtroom is now going to take place on TV,
Yep.
and Vince is going to make money.
Imagine like the setup for that every weekend.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what are we doing this night on Monday Night Raw?
I don't know.
All right, Stone Cold, you're gonna beat the shit out of me again.
Here, you boys want to?
Yeah, that's Roddy Piper's special juice.
Yeah.
That's-
This is
Noah's
this is
milk.
rowdy juice right here.
We're getting rowdy later.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but wow. Is that.
It's 115 proof.
It's tasty. That's what it is.
But what we do have here,
Wait,
and
how much proof?
115.
Wow, dude, I was not expecting that.
That's
I forgot
wow.
about the bell. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And you know why it was hard? You drank it over ice. If you didn't, it would have been softer.
We do have Jim Beam Black,
Jimmy
aged
Beam
7
Black,
years,
baby.
for a Halloween Havoc Doomed review.
Do it.
Get
Do
the
it. Is that what
heck
this
outta
is?
here.
Is that what this is?
No, that's
No.
this.
Oh,
You guys
oh,
haven't
but
had
this
that
guy
yet,
just
the
poured me
Jim
another
Beam?
whiskey.
Yeah.
Let's open up another
Oh,
one.
you can review this quick. It's hot. It
That's-
burns. It's
Hell
good.
Jim Beam.
Jesus
Jim Beam.
Christ.
Must be good.
Ain't-
What happened?
Grab a napkin
God
there.
damn it.
It's all right.
Those are-
Grab the boy napkin.
You better
That's,
lick that off.
Grab
the
Roddy
rug.
Piper a napkin,
Roddy
please.
Piper.
Rowdy is now doused
time to
in
retire.
liquor.
He's
That's,
now doused in flames.
That's
And yes, my hair is aflame.
Jim Beam, eggshell white, hasn't been seen in 7 years.
What the hell is that?
By God, it's gotta be Kane.
Good God Almighty!
I think one of the Dudley boys just called me.
Did they? Oh boy.
Who called you?
Oh yeah.
What's he looking for? Remorse?
Yeah.
Technically, they're
special
early
guest. What
for
happened with
Halloween 2025, so
Yeah.
we'll give them that.
Shane, what do you want to talk about tonight? You haven't gotten a word in edgewise
Yeah,
here.
what new
Otherwise,
horror
and you're one of our
movies have you been
OG
watching?
Halloween people.
Yeah, she's been here like for all the specials.
Part of furniture.
Shane, what do you want to talk about? Go ahead. Tell us what you want to talk about. Go ahead. Say something.
Whatever comes to mind.
How's Agatha all along?
Say
Have you been watching
something.
that?
Actually, really
I'm
good.
giving
It sucks.
Okay.
Wait.
All right, Macho Man.
Hold on.
Wait, have you been watching?
What's your favorite episode?
I haven't watched. I was waiting for it to finish.
The
but-
one.
What? All right,
Okay,
continue.
So the thing with Agatha all along is
I only watched
you
2
can
episodes.
enjoy it if you don't want to connect it to Marvel. If you
Right.
just watch
I
it
agree
as
with
a
that.
show
I could
on
do
its
that.
own,
I agree with
it's
that.
actually a very good
The first
So-
2 episodes I watched and I was like, "This is great," but when is
But
Marvel
it's a
coming?
Marvel show.
Right. So
because
there's no
have to
connection
connect
to it.
it. No.
I love Mark's
Yeah.
like, but
There's
it's a
no
Marvel
connection
show
to
though.
Marvel.
Yeah.
So
Like, you
this
have- you
one
have to
is
connect.
Stop being logical
it
over there,
is
right?
3 years
Simmer
after
down.
WandaVision.
I know.
So the hex does come down in the show.
What?
Hey,
Spoiler alert.
I ain't watching.
it
so-
comes down in WandaVision, so
Yeah.
it's gonna come down in the real world.
So I got to-
So you get to.
Yeah.
It is. I will say it is cool to see what people were seeing from the outside of Wanda's situation.
I like the setup that they did.
I am biased because I will support
'Cause you're a witch.
Wanda in every bad decision she makes.
I don't know, dog.
So
Yeah,
I
but
am
Wanda
biased.
doesn't show up for a
No.
while.
No, she's dead.
I know she's dead.
she's the Wicked Witch.
So
She's
she doesn't
dead.
show up
Right.
She's
ever.
She died.
But
She died
they-
in multiverse.
They
sadly.
mention her in the first
Oh,
episode.
they mention her throughout the entire
Yeah.
show.
Right.
Yeah.
She's
But-
constantly mentioned, but they do say she's dead in the show.
Right, but
But
the-
it's
the-
still
the
always
first-
like, yeah, she's
yeah.
dead.
I like the
It's
setup
always a
though.
question.
Like the first few episodes is her not remembering anything.
So
they basically make it an episode of CSI.
Yeah.
Or SVU.
yeah,
whatever
so
you want
it
to call
still
it.
kind of had that TV show theme that was
Right.
happening in WandaVision, but it's now
Right.
like now TV show.
They made you think for the first couple episodes, and then they got into.
Yeah.
So this is my
Wait, how many
opinion on it.
episodes are we in right now?
Take her.
The
8.
7th episode just came out.
Listen.
9 come out next
Listen,
week.
take her breath. The first few episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much set it up for her to do her thing, whatever. And then
a meme.
I was super excited. I thought it was gonna be a super good like show.
little
And then
white
all of a
kid?
sudden,
Yeah.
she like got together with her witch army,
Yeah.
and it kind of fell off.
So that's
Right?
where you
This is-
yes.
Can you agree with me
Oh,
with that?
100%.
Yeah.
It becomes its whole
Right, it becomes its own show, right.
Which is why I'm saying, yes, it is a Marvel show.
Right, but even
Don't
if it
watch
wasn't,
it as a Marvel show.
even if it wasn't a Marvel show at that point, if they would have continued with a good storyline, I would have been 100% to watch
it's all
it.
because
Here's-
it's leading to somewhere. Agatha is just.
Here's my
Right.
problem.
I can tell you everything if you want me to tell
Can
you.
I can I tell you my problem I have
Honestly,
with
just
it?
tell us.
Let
We
him
don't
tell
get
you.
spoilers
Let
here.
me
What's
tell
your
him his
problem?
problem. He can't read.
Yes.
Correct.
So
Well,
my
add on,
problem with
Macho.
it is, yeah, there's nothing really Marvel about it, and I'm okay with that because Disney's been screwing up everything Marvel and Star Wars. And I don't have a problem that it's a female cast. I always say, as long as you make a badass
bigot.
story, that's all you need. But a majority of the show is the 5 girls, the Coven, playing dress up and singing the same song over and over again. There's like 3 episodes where they're in a new part of the Witch's Road, and they enter in a house, and they're all wearing these very fashionable outfits.
Pretty much
and
his
then
podcast.
they sing a song.
Yeah.
And then they sing a song. There's nothing to do with Marvel. There's nothing to do with witches.
That's
It's
what I'm
just
saying.
it's a
Sounds
fashionable
pretty
musical.
kinda
Listen,
shitty, honestly.
they interviewed two of the characters before they release it, and they asked them like, "Is this gonna be like
woke garbage.
A gay woke garbage Marvel, and they were like, yes.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
She
they literally did say
said,
that. Yeah.
prepare for the gays.
Aubrey Plaza said that.
But they didn't go that route.
So
but they went
Maybe they were just
a
trolling.
little east.
So
She's a troll. She's
there
a
is
troll.
lesbians, there is a gay kid.
Right, no problem.
But it's not the main focus of
Right,
the show. Like
exactly.
it's just like
They didn't
you
hover
just
on it.
know it.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those things they just say comments and you're like, okay, they're gay. But they all these women are gay because Aubrey Plaza shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? The one cool thing is
She's the only reason I'm watching anyway.
She plays basically Lady Death.
Yes.
And who marries Lady Death? Deadpool.
And I can't. I need that
Yeah,
to
I'm pretty sure
happen.
it's Deadpool.
She has a crush on Deadpool, but my issue with it is she
Deadpool,
should have
wow.
appeared
So many of universes.
maybe
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm
around
actually-
Guardians of the Galaxy too, because
Listen to Taker.
Thanos wanted that death ussy. So
Right, yeah. Thanos did
and that was a
everything
big
he did
reason
for
why
death.
he did what he did.
Yeah.
Sorry. So
Much better.
So what he's saying
yeah,
is
better.
Aubrey Plaza
Keep going.
Aubrey
Verse-
Plaza with that death ussy.
Keep going.
versus Scarlet Witch and Hell in a Cell for the pussy title of the world.
To be Thanos' wife.
Yes,
That's the
yes,
grand.
Yes,
the grand.
yes.
Gonna snap her pussy into existence.
And that was my issue. I've seen a lot of like backlash with Wiccan being gay or whatever, but
He's
it's
gay in
like,
the
but
comics.
I was about. I'm still relax. I was getting to that. I was getting to
Done it.
that.
I'm just saying.
In the comics, he's like
She's the
gay or
underwriter.
bi
You're the
or whatever.
Undertaker.
So it's like source material. He's already bi, gay, whatever. That's fine. Long as they don't take existing characters
Beer
who
pong?
have their characteristics and then changing it to fit the narrative.
Oh yeah, I agree.
of
That's the
other
most
people.
annoying thing.
So
they
far,
do.
So
I haven't seen that so far.
so basically, what's connecting this to Marvel is
Just the name.
Nothing.
Disney.
Money.
that the kid is Billy Maximoff,
Right.
who's Wanda's son from Wanda.
Do they touch up on Speed at all? Like, is he
We have
Ralph Boner does show
so-
up.
Boner.
Yes, Ralph Boner does show up.
Boner,
Does he
Mr.
have a
Mr.
big
Boner does
bone,
show
like
up.
a
No,
raging
do you know who
hog?
we're talking about?
Boner.
Who are you asking? Do I know? Obviously, I know.
I'm just
He
making
knows
sure.
every boner from here 100 miles south.
You're dressed up like this so he could be Mr. Boner.
Yes.
Like I said,
We
stink
know,
face is her
we
new
know.
move. Waiting.
Yeah.
Macho Man's
He's
pouring
bone
up
cold.
All right, we have like 2
Steve
minutes more of
Austin.
Marvel before I can't. I don't want to hear about this anymore.
Yeah. Let's.
Whatever, man.
You know, Marvel's in a.
Yeah.
The funk. Yeah.
Let's
I
get
don't
back-
I'm
care.
enjoying
Ha-
it.
have you wait?
Let's
so
get back
you're
to
our-
Vince McMahon. He didn't
You're
post it
our
on live
local
TV.
like horror movie person.
I got a wrestling
Yes.
question after.
Sure.
Have you watched The Terrifier
Quick
at
one.
all?
Just a
Don't get me started.
God,
Don't
I-
get
He is
started.
that character is
so-
so much all over social media.
So-
I might watch the movie.
I
It's a
have
good movie.
Such an unpopular opinion with this movie
Oh, then
because
you're the wrong
of how popular this movie
It's
is.
terrifying, right?
No, I just hate it.
It's in the name.
I actually despise
She
that
doesn't
movie.
like him.
see
She
what you
doesn't
did
like
there,
Chucky.
B-Man.
Quality
Go.
killers, quality
I,
horror
I
characters.
don't
What?
like the Terrifier. I watched the first. I actually wanted to watch it. I watched it, and I sat there and hated every minute of watching that movie.
Is it a
I don't
comedy?
find him
Is it
scary.
like a Freddy Krueger horror comedy?
I've been off to
a
it.
clown that
Have you guys
literally
watched it?
I
tortures and
love
kills
Terrifier?
Terrifier. So,
Wait, hold on.
in terms
One
of
at a time.
questions, you're better off asking me.
Yeah, he
she wants
actually
nothing to
liked
do.
it.
I
Okay,
love.
so did you
I
watch
saw
it, Mark?
the first
You
one.
like it?
Please explain.
I didn't. I don't really remember it much. I didn't like it, and I didn't find him scary. And
Okay.
clowns are supposed to be.
Apparently,
It was-
this is like the
I find
scariest
it was-
movie.
Yeah, but he
Gore
wasn't
porn.
really a clown. He was like a
Gore
clown
porn.
murderer.
They
Like,
tried.
it was
Alright,
weird.
One at a time. One at a
Yeah.
time. Everyone's talking at the same time.
What?
We just love Art the Clown,
We
baby.
forget we're doing a podcast.
I'm
we
so
think we're just
passionate about how
talking.
much
Yeah.
I hate this movie.
It's Saturday.
All right.
So
well,
you
what's
hate
your
it or you
wrestling question?
wait? You hate it or you like it?
I hate
She
that
hates
movie.
it. He's
All right.
Okay,
indifferent.
Mr.
She
Let's
doesn't-
turn to B with his wrestling question.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Roddy
Quick
Piper.
questions. Quick
What's your
question.
question?
Who are you?
Do you guys
What?
Do you guys remember from wrestling? Do you remember the ice cream cones with the
Yes.
wrestlers on
Yes.
them? Dude,
Yes.
how awesome
The
were
cookie
those
ones,
things?
yeah.
The cookie
Sticks,
ones.
the
Yeah.
sticks.
The sticks. Like
Yeah.
I
They
remember.
weren't cones.
I just don't. It wasn't a cone. You're right. It was a stick with a wrestler on each side. I just remember how awesome they
Get
were.
it right.
I wanted to
What?
share that.
That was such a Brian question. So wholesome. You guys
Second-
remember the ice cream cones?
Because second question.
Imagine ice cream as kids.
Did you? So second question. Do you guys, the other wrestling paraphernalia I had, because the point I'm trying to make is wrestling, they knew how to market.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, they were masters of marketing. And I used to have this little doll. It was actually a Macho
Smash
Man.
him, yeah.
And you could, and he'd be
I
like,
think I had the
"Ugh,"
stinger
and
the
he'd
whole
make
Hogan.
noises.
I had
and
the
I
Stone
just,
Cold
dude,
one.
like,
Yeah.
I'd be like 9 to 10 years old, and I would just look at it sometimes, and be like, "Whoa!" And dude just start wailing on it,
Yeah.
and it's making noises. I'm like, I could beat this shit.
I
to
think we
death.
need those as adults.
I
now.
wish I had
Yeah.
one right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I had. Yeah.
I think they were called like Smash Bros.
They
or
were
something.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like the marketing back then was so good, and I think that's what made you like want to watch it
Yeah.
and just get
There
into
was
it. Like,
even wrestling Valentine's Day cards.
there was everything. Yeah, it was so
They put it on.
I used to get those.
Vince tried opening up restaurants. He tried the XFL. He
Anything,
wanted to
man.
put
They
wrestling
mentioned
in
the
anything.
XFL.
Remember the WWE restaurant in Times
Yeah,
Square?
that was dope.
Yeah.
Another failure.
I
but,
was
yeah.
there many times.
too.
I also.
I never went.
We
there.
might have went to that.
Me
You
and
and
Brian
I.
went. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I think Patty took us.
Yeah.
Patty-
Your mother would have taken
Patty
me.
definitely would have taken
birthday
you there.
was there.
I also had a WWE rubber fist.
Okay.
For your Heine Hall?
Okay.
I
yeah.
just sit on
I
it
think I
3
had
times
Dude,
that.
you
a
know,
week.
their marketing team went so far it screwed them because when the ruthless aggression era kind of ended, the era after the Attitude Era, they started becoming a little bit more PG,
Right.
and that's when John Cena rose to fame.
Yeah.
And people like the Undertaker, and Stone Cold, who was for the 18 to 35 audience group,
Right.
they shifted gears with John Cena to the 10 to 17 group.
Right.
And they came out with that stupid spinner belt. Remember the spinner championship?
Uh-huh.
It is the
Vaguely.
most hated championship belt
All
in the
time.
history
All time.
of wrestling. The
Everything
only
was
reason they
spinning
made
back
it,
then.
the only reason they made it was because 20 million children were going to go, whoa, that's cool. I want to buy the toy.
But on top of that, Kane's character did a whole 180.
Yeah.
You know, he literally just
Took the
no
mask
more
off,
mask. He
yeah.
was like bald.
I think
He was a
removing the
little
mask
funny,
was
you
the
know?
right idea. What just beeped? That means something went off.
Well, back then everything
I
spun.
feel like Kane didn't want to live
Remember the
like that
G-Unit
anymore.
chain
No,
spun and the
so
wheels?
Kane-
Remember the Spreewell wheels? People were
Oh, the
driving around with,
spinners?
with
Yeah.
wheels that spun.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I was like, this is the coolest thing.
Those
I've
are the
ever
wheels
fucking
on the
seen.
bus.
All right,
The
guys,
wheels on
do
the
we
bus
want to... How about we do a
Yeah,
review?
let's do
Let's
a
do it,
review.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
What are
we're
we reviewing
47,
right now?
40, 50 minutes in. Let's do our review.
Yeah.
And then we'll tie it up soon.
Am I reviewing this podcast? 0 out of 10.
Yeah,
well,
I agree.
if
Thanks.
we're
It's a
reviewing
good
you,
rate. That's
0 out of
a
10.
good one for us. Yeah.
You got it back there?
So you're positive.
One
That's a
more
positive
for,
number.
Yeah, he didn't go into the negatives. Yeah.
OG tape.
Breaking even on Luch. Yeah.
Mother dear?
So Macho Man, do you own this company? Because this is as generous of a pour as I've ever held in my hand.
First thing he's ever owned in his life.
Yeah.
What do we got here, Cap? What do we got?
All right. So
Macho Man, fill us
Is this
in.
a shot or a sip?
It's a
Macho Beam aged... No. It's... I believe, Mark, you might have to back me up on this. I think this is the newest bottle. I'm a big fan of Jim Beam. When we go out tonight, I'll be drinking Jim Beam and Cokes
What does it
until...
say in the letters, in the black letters? It says fuck?
Yeah.
It says black.
It says black.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Black fuck.
So it's Jim Beam, aged 7 years, black.
Yeah.
This is their newest one,
That's
right?
their newest one.
What's the one that you like? The double black?
The Jim Beam double.
Yeah, extra
black,
aged
something
black or
like
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is different than
I
that
like
one.
that one too, though. I've
Yeah,
had that one.
that one's very good.
Mikey
it's the
likes
same
that too.
bottle.
I'm still waiting on the Jim Beam and Budweiser collaboration because
Yeah, we're-
that was.
You know what? I wanted to bring that up. Do you guys
That
think
was-
Bud Light ever rebounded?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
They
'cause they're
survived.
still
They didn't
open,
rebound. They
yeah.
I
survived.
think they're
Yeah.
getting there.
That's the best way to.
They lost
All
a
right.
lot of money. What do I do with this, though? Do I sip it, or?
You could sip it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't rip it as
It's
a
not
shot.
a shot, right?
No.
boys.
All right, everybody.
Drink
Who already ripped theirs as a shot? You?
then
Did you get one?
I'll add a
You
little
want
commentary onto why Jim Beam is making this this new
Cheers.
drink.
Everybody drink.
Terrifier doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Black.
So, let me give everyone a quick rundown, just the whiskey lore, right? The bourbon
What?
lore. The reason why Jim Beam is now making a bottle that says aged 7 years, they never have, right? Or if they have, it hasn't been too publicized, right? Bourbon has exploded the past 4 to 5 years, right? So now people don't just want to buy white label Jim Beam, which is the standard Jim Beam because it's Jim Beam and it could be aged for 30 days, right? Not 30 days, but there's no definitive age statement. So now all of the big, long-standing companies like Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, whatever other company that you know about, they're now aging their bourbon, right? They're not just putting out whatever because you have all these craft bourbons who are aging stuff for 8 to 10 to 12 years. So now Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, just to name a few of the big ones, they're holding their barrels that they would keep for the regular kind of, release, and they're aging them, and they're going to release something like this. So these are just going to keep going to
That's
satisfy that market.
But how long
it's a good thing.
How long is that from now?
Well,
20 years?
It could be 7 years.
This is the one thing that I can't wrap my head.
It won't be past 20 years.
I'll be dead by then.
Most bourbon goes for like
20 minutes.
8 to 10 to 12.
Do they have an 18-minute aged barrel that I could
Only Tito's does.
guaranteed drink?
That's the beauty of vodka. But that's the point of
Are these just
That's
their?
the best part about vodka.
I
You
don't,
don't have to
I don't,
age
I
it.
don't disagree. I don't disagree.
You
Is
just,
this-
you
so-
just have to engage it.
Is it just their regular Jim Beam, and they're just like it's the same mix, and they're just holding it back?
It could be the same mix. They're just aging it longer, and then they're doing new things, right? So they'll throw it into like a bourbon smoked barrel or a char smoked barrel.
right,
It's
right.
probably a little bit of.
They'll throw it in a Mordor.
But they'll throw it. That's actually a good idea. But the point is,
Aged in Mordor.
none of this really happened until recent bourbon craze, where people are like, I don't want to just buy bourbon that's on the shelf. I want to buy like this Noah's Mill, which is now getting popular along with a bazillion others because it has an age statement and is 115 proof. Like people love proofy shit now, right? So what's the proof on this?
This is 90
Right.
proof, 80
and the
proof.
standard Jack Daniels, the standard Jimmy Beam was always 80, but now people want more proof. People
Yeah.
want more booze.
The
in
proof
their
is in the
beer,
pudding, buddy.
which is why
The
IPAs
proof
got
is in the
popular.
barrel.
So
The
in
Bud
other
Lights
words,
are 4%. They want 8%.
Yeah.
People are like, I
In
want
other
more
words,
fucking booze.
whether it tastes like it's aged 7 years or not, the person just wants to see.
They want to say.
7,
Yeah.
10.
But
They
this
want to see
definitely-
bigger numbers.
This definitely
Why
has
don't they
more
just
flavor than
write it
white
on the
label.
bottle?
It does.
Right?
Like,
Just
who's
like
gonna
the-
know?
Because
Yeah.
aging inherently
Right.
is gonna
Just like the double
Yeah.
black you drink.
Why not
there's
just
a little
produce
extra.
the
so-
same old Jack Daniels or Jim Beam and just write 150 proof on a bottle?
Because-
People will taste it.
A,
though.
they
Yeah.
they'll
A real
taste it.
connoisseur can.
Yeah.
I'll taste it.
So put some
I'm not a
arsenic
real
in there or
connoisseur, I'll taste it.
something.
And otherwise than that, they can't lie.
Mix it-
Legally, they cannot
Mix
lie.
it with anthrax.
Like, imagine somebody finding out and just
Anthrax, I haven't tried yet.
So what does everybody think? Because I'm impartial to Jim Beam. I like
let me
it.
give it another
I
sip.
still
I
taste
just wanted
the
to
Jim
give
Beam in
a
it.
little lore.
That was
It's
cute.
a little bit better.
I'll let you know. I sipped it and I sharded. So I never want to taste it
It's so
again.
hot your asshole just
Yes.
ejaculated.
I literally am wearing my son's underpants right now and they're ruined.
I think it's pretty
The
good.
Elmo underpants.
Yes.
I think
Stone
first
Cold,
off,
Stone Cold underpants.
It is now Smelmo underpants.
I think we're doing it
Because they
a-
stink.
I think
They
we're doing it
stink.
a disservice first off because we're drinking out of a plastic cup, but that's okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
I
what we
agree.
got. Low
Big.
budget productions.
B, can
It
you,
ain't low budget.
B,
It's what it is.
Brian, let me
It's
ask
not
you.
bad.
Can you guess the first sip I took? What did I say?
You probably spit it out.
No, I said, what?
All right, I have something to say about this
I
one.
think it's good.
I normally do not like Jim
You
Beam
own the podcast, so
whatsoever.
speak freely.
And don't like Jim Beam whatsoever. This one's not bad.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we paid
You know
for this
what?
bottle.
That's my review
I
right
am
there.
not-
Don't like it ever. Not bad, dog.
I'm
a
not
number.
a dark liquor guy. The first sip was tough, but I could probably sit on it for a night and drink it and be okay with it.
So what do you think out of 10?
It's something I could adapt
Stone
to.
Cold?
Like,
I'll give it
You're a vodka guy.
I give it a 6 point. What?
It's actually a pretty good rating. How about
Undertakers?
you? Taker 1, Taker 2?
I'll give it like a 7.5, 8 tops, but I'm more the 7.5.
Okay.
going like 7.5, 7.6.
Can I put Snapple in it?
Jimmy,
It's not my favorite.
How about
All
you,
right.
Mr. McMahon?
It's
Giving-
definitely not my favorite.
Vince, what do you say, Vince?
Giving it a 5. That's a
yeah?
That's
an
a-
astronomical score for
Yeah,
Jim Beam for me.
I think that's
yeah.
I think you're a little generous there.
Yeah,
But you don't drink it at all, so a 5's pretty good.
that's good for me. Yeah.
He's also wearing a dog chain. Remember that.
I'm giving it a 7, 1 for each year it was aged. I like Jim Beam. I've
Yeah.
had this before. The
It's also-
second time I bought the bottle. The price point's on.
Wait,
There's
how much
some
was it?
aging.
How much was it?
Dude, maybe like
The price
30,
point's on. I don't even know.
He said-
Fucking guy.
35, 40 bucks. It wasn't. It wasn't like.
He said-
I mean, this guy. We hang out and we'll
we like to
drink
drink some
$100
expensive
bottle,
shit.
an $80 bottle. Where I mean, I'm not trying to spend that type of money. Where something like this
Let me do it.
is. Yeah, exactly.
I do it.
is where I could keep getting this at week in and week out and
Yeah.
still enjoy it.
Macho gave it a 7-1, but keep in mind it's also as high as you can count.
Yes.
Correct.
I
Yeah.
think price
The
plays
maximum
a big
score,
factor,
right?
right?
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
Because you go, hey, it's good, right? But if
He
like,
also
if you
used a
paid
calculator
100
for
this,
that.
you
No,
might go,
this would be a 3 then if
you
I
wanna
paid
get
$100
knocked out
for
of
it.
your chair.
Yeah.
It's
My
also
opinion-
a good mixing bourbon, too.
exactly.
What
I'm
do you
giving
mix it
a
with, though?
6. A 6 for versatility. You
I
can
want to
mix
know.
this.
Hey, shut up.
A 6 because it's
What do you mix it
35
with?
beans, and
Taker?
a 6 because it's tasty.
Taker's talking. Shut
This
up.
would be a
It's
great
not bad.
bourbon for an old-fashioned.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You don't want
I've
to mix
never.
a great
I've
bourbon.
had
with
an
some-
old fashioned. I have had, but
craving that
It'd be
right
great
now.
with Coke, right? It'd be a gin and Coke. It'd be tasty.
you mean
What,
like
Not
Pepsi?
cocaine, not
Okay.
cocaine.
Honestly,
Soda.
Just checking.
Since
Be a
it's
good
fall
boy.
time, though. Since it's
Just
fall
checking.
Time, my jam, though. What is it? Glenlivet toast? What's the toast one? Is it
Put it
Glenlivet?
to your mouth!
You mean
Is
Basil
it
Hayden?
Glenlivet? Is it no?
I think
Oh
you're
no,
talking
Glenn
about
Levitt,
Basil Hayden's.
12 years age.
You
is-
talking about toast, like
The
Wonder
toast
Bread?
one.
Oh no. Basil Hayden has a toast one that we've drank before.
But that was s'mores. My nephew was roasting s'mores. Made me one.
Could be
and
basil,
That's
could
a
be
power.
basil.
That's a power move. Awesome.
You got to be getting
Just-
chili. Big
Also,
hell,
there's
'cause
lack
I
of
am
woolen.
freezing
That's
in
very
here.
smart.
I'm
It
good.
just pairs so
I'm living
nice.
a life.
And Jim had it at
Look
his
at these
house when
diamond
we went
cutters.
for that,
Lack of woolen, yeah.
These are usually pepperonis.
They're looking pretty chilly.
They are friggin'.
They're practically disappearing.
So I was saying, Luch, do you use shea butter?
They're
Like
pretty
your skin
sharp
is
right now. We
immaculate,
cut
dude.
diamonds.
This is
Yeah.
out of
Do you really?
everything.
I can
Out
see
of
that.
everything we've done on this podcast, this is what's going to get us kicked off.
Oh, I had his.
Dude,
He took his whole ass out once, but in Nashville, remember?
Yeah.
I had to put.
So we're
I think I
good.
put Biden over his ass.
So
or
we're
something.
good.
Times, yeah.
So we're good, right? We're good.
I think you shaving your
I,
chest with
I,
a razor.
I thought
Should we get-
I thought I'd been pretty good tonight.
Yeah, when I saw him, I'm like, this kid shaved his whole
I
Yeah.
did that. I
body.
did
Which-
it once, and
Listen,
man,
does Stone Cold have a hairy chest?
pain
No.
is
No.
unreal.
All right,
You're gonna-
exactly.
What
Are you
I-
itchy yet? You're gonna be itchy.
I'm
What,
not itchy.
what I
I
love,
shave my chest all the time.
what I love about Luch dedicating himself to this costume is, at one point, Luch was losing his hair. And then he found what?
Not
Hims
really,
or
though.
something?
He thought he was.
Yep,
Right.
Hims.
But
No,
he
I
never-
was-
You
I was
never
losing
really
it.
were
He
losing
felt
hair.
that he
I was
was to
losing
the
it.
point
No, I
that
was
he,
losing it.
that he shaved his head.
Mentally.
And he owned it. He owned it. He's like, look, it's thinning. I don't care. Shaved his head, went bald, and carried on with his life.
Right. I used
Then-
Hims.
Then got on
grew
the
it
Hims.
back.
Didn't get gout.
Didn't get gout.
No, never got out.
Grew it back.
I didn't know you can go bald without getting. Actually, I thought they're mutually exclusive. Yeah.
Well, gout does make it, yeah.
Or vice versa.
Then you grew it back, Luch, and then you were like, you know what? For one night of drinking with the boys,
Groot.
I'm gonna shave my head.
Groot.
I would never, ever show up as Stone Cold with a bald cap on.
Yeah.
Good man.
Ever again. I did it one time for Halloween.
Yeah, it was not good.
It was just a bullshit costume I threw together last minute. I said, listen, we're doing Havoc fucking Halloween. I am showing up as
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
I
almost married a girl named Deborah just to show up tonight. And I beat her a couple times. And she left. That's why she's not here.
I gotta thank everybody
Anna, don't listen.
for joining in on this, because we were talking about Halloween costumes, and I've been wanting to do Macho Man for years now. And last year, I played ball. I was Samwise Gamgee. We did Lord of the Rings. I didn't even really get to be somebody cool.
Dad's like, I hang out with you fucking nerds
Yeah.
last year and do what you wanted.
Yeah.
And so
Samwise isn't cool. He didn't do anything.
yeah, he was just the hero of the story.
He did
you know?
nothing.
But regardless, I gotta say thank you, because I just straight up like hijacked it. I was like, look, my girl's being this, I'm being Macho Man. If you guys want to do Mel Gibson, please, everybody show up as Mel Gibson, and I'll be Macho Man along with you. This is what I was gonna be for Halloween, and I'm glad that we were able to get this together and go through with it.
Dude,
Could have been Macho Mel.
I love WWE. I wanted to play The Undertaker forever, so it worked for me so perfect.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like, oh, we can't do something dirty. Like, I loved it.
Mark, we got to start taking you to Comic-Con.
I want to go.
Dude,
We should do a podcast at
Honestly,
Comic Con.
Dude,
That would be cool.
because if you showed up in your
guys should
Gimli
do a
costume
podcast.
at Comic-Con,
No.
they might name it MarkCon.
No, it'd be great. I have
Gimli
my
Con.
grievances with Comic Con after the bullshit me and her went through for first
My
timers.
the one Karen
I
moment I've
do
ever had in my
not
entire
want to go to
life.
Comic Con.
They didn't let you ban
I've
online?
heard so many horror stories.
No.
It's so expensive to
They make
go.
they make it
The-
so
the
hard for
problem
first timers,
I had
bro.
was the ticket situation, because it's like I bought 2 tickets. I have to transfer the ticket to the other person.
They make it hard.
So I wanted to transfer it over.
Before
They
she
wouldn't let me
continues,
transfer it because Danny never went before.
But on top of that, she has to
Doesn't make
transfer.
sense.
She had to transfer my ticket by a certain date. After that date passed, even though the money
ticket
left
would
her
be
bank
refunded.
account, she couldn't transfer it to me.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, so
furious.
I had to call and go, hey, so you guys want me to transfer it, but you're not letting me transfer it. Why
Fighting
can't I transfer
to
it?
keep
Oh,
her
you bought it on
money.
pre-sale. He's a new customer. I was like,
What?
Yeah,
why does
when they
that-
made
so
you
why are
join
you
like the
letting
club
me
and stuff.
buy more
yeah.
than one? So she was like, well, we can refund you the ticket, and then then he can buy it. And I was like, no,
Well, she could
I
go
want to
tug
transfer
on
the
her
ticket.
balls.
Why is that even a
and
rule?
they
That
were
makes
like,
no
no,
sense.
sorry,
Like
we
I
can't
said,
transfer
they
the
make it
ticket. I was
hard
like,
for
okay,
first
so
timers.
refund me the tickets. And they're like, oh, we can refund you the one. And I was like, no, you can refund me the both because you can now go sell that ticket
Motherfucker.
again.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, just give me a moment. And I
You
was
ready?
like, thank you.
That's ridiculous.
like,
This is bullshit.
I hate being rude, but I'm not going.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, like, she has her feelings. I was crushed because you know how nerdy I am, all this other stuff. After that, I want nothing to do with Comic-Con. Honestly, and I don't care. Like, you have people viewing. All right, we could go, whatever. Okay. Like, they're still making money. I don't give a fuck if they make their money. I'm fine never going to Comic-Con. Like, I used to work at a job site across the street from Comic-Con doing data work, electrical. I would see the people dressed up, awesome costumes, beautiful costumes. Not a single ounce of jealousy. I was furious with them. They make it so hard for
Danny Max
newcomers.
on a skyscraper under construction, just whizzing off the side.
Yes.
You know? Like trying to hit the.
I was on the
fucking,
I was
like
on the
crying,
60th floor.
Fucking nerds! Crying at the same time. He's like, fucking Comic-Con.
Fucking quiz!
Yeah, just whizzing. Like, I wish I could be there, but also fuck those guys.
Gentlemen,
Mr.
and
Frodo!
ladies, Doom Nation, our special guest has arrived.
She's here. He's
Get
here.
the heck out of here.
He's here.
Get the hay.
The greatest wrestler of all time.
Been here the whole time, buddy.
Get the frig out of here. Holy frig, it's Terry.
Hulk!
That's right.
Let me hear it.
Hulkamania!
Hulkamania's running wild!
What you gonna
What
do?
is the Mozart version?
Well, Hulkster.
Schroeder.
Well, Hulkster, it's been a while. The mega the mega powers.
Yeah, brother.
You want to do it? Come over there.
Excuse yourself.
We gonna do this?
Come over
Watch
here.
out.
We are now witnessing history.
History,
I am
yes.
reporting live from Scotland Yard, from New Fairfield.
When the mania meets the madness, I don't know if the world is gonna explode, man. But when it does, it will be us.
Oh yeah!
Wow. Outstanding.
Wow, that was pretty well done, Leslie. And you were worried about delivering that line and everything. She fucking knocked it out of the park, and you doubted her. You doubted her.
Look at this.
Look at these
Way to go,
orange
Hulk.
pythons.
Yeah, baby.
2-inch wontons.
All right,
Very nice. Very nice.
Doom Nation, this has been our Halloween special. Thank you guys for joining us. The Undertakers will take it away.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Adios, Doom Nation.
All right.
Yeah, so I got like.
So what are we doing? We're head out to the bar, or
We're
what's
gonna head
it
out to the bar. I think that was a pretty successful show. Right? What do you think, Macho Man? Good show.
This is my favorite show of the year.
I had a great time.
Look at us. We got Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan
Macho
knocked
Man,
it out of the park,
and
man. I'm
Vince
impressed.
McMahon all together once again.
Chock full of surprises. I mean, people were, just jumping in out of
Yeah.
nowhere. I mean, we had almost everyone you could think of. It was actually truly honest. It was amazing. And
What is this?
what now?
What is
I
happening?
thought the night was over. No.
Devon!
Oh my God. I thought the night was over.
Right on time, boys.
I smelled a bunch of fucking losers in here.
Give him a mic. Give him a mic. Give him a working mic.
Thanks, brother.
You're welcome, brother.
All
Right
what's
into it.
going
Right
on?
into it.
How we doing?
How we doing?
Yeah.
Great, pal.
We got caught at the
Better late than never.
Yeah. Well. Fucking tardy, boys. Hey, I'll fucking throw you this table right now.
Oh.
Let's fucking go right now.
What?
I'll fuck you up, bro.
Winner gets a clock.
Better fucking pick my fucking.
My vein.
Yeah, what?
What?
let you know if Stone Cold needs his fucking house painted.
I really wish I had my lenses on so the spit didn't go through, but yeah. What's going on? How are we doing today? What's up? Hey, there we go. What's up, brother?
Oh, for our final match of the evening, the Dudley Boys.
First, the two Undertakers.
If they don't lose, they're fired.
Yeah, if you guys lose, you're fired.
That's awesome. Did you get gas dressed up like that? Huh? Did you get gas dressed up like that? You should. You really should. With a serious face and just like stare at people down. Just like fucking make them feel uncomfortable.
Oh, dude, wait till you see his promo. Wait till you see Mark's promo. It is poetry. He literally wrote a fucking poem.
Who did a promo? Everybody?
Every idiot here.
Me and Luch did one with B.
You wearing leggings, bro?
We'll talk about leggings, bro. You want to look at the leggings Mark's got on, bro? Look at this. Look at this.
Playoffs. Playoffs.
Let me get this.
Look at this. Look at
That's
this.
sexy right there.
Yeah. All right, there you go.
Cap, you're looking good, Cap.
I am a real
You should not wear the fucking drawers, honestly.
Fight for the rights
They're
of
on.
Pamela.
They're on.
All right. What do you think now? We go to the bar for real or what?
I mean, that was
let's start
unexpected. The
drinking
Dudley
and go to the
boys
bar.
just blasted through the door, you know, and here we are. So
You and me both, pal.
I don't mean so cold.
we got a Yankees game tonight.
We do, yeah, we do.
Gonna get a win tonight.
I don't think so. All right, everybody. I think we're gonna wrap it up for real here now. Thank you for listening. Happy Halloween. Enjoy.
Happy Halloween.
I'm a newbie.
His line is,
Give me a hell yeah!
Oh, wait.
We gotta do group pictures and shit before we do anything.
we gotta do group sex.
Action.
Oh!
Where's the ref?
There.
Where's the ref?